Everyone was running, but the boy just stood there. Everyone else was running, shouting, pushing past each other, trying to get as far away as possible. "Move!" someone yelled. "They're coming!" Dust filled the air. Doors slammed shut. Windows closed. Fear spread through the street like fire. But the boy didn't move. He just stood there, still, quiet, watching. No panic, no fear, nothing. A cowboy stopped mid-step. Something felt wrong, very wrong. "Kid," he shouted, "run." The boy didn't answer, didn't even look at him. He just kept staring ahead, like he was waiting. The cowboy frowned, then walked closer, slowly, carefully. "Hey," he said, "you need to go now." Still nothing. The boy's face stayed calm, too calm. The cowboy followed his gaze, looking past him, trying to see what he was seeing. But there was nothing, just an empty stretch of road. Dust, silence. Then the boy smiled, slightly, not happy, not scared, just strange. The cowboy felt it instantly, that feeling in his chest, the one that says, "Something isn't right." "What are you looking at?" he asked. The boy finally spoke, soft, almost a whisper. "They're already here." Silence. The cowboy's grip tightened. "Who?" he asked. The boy's smile didn't fade. "They don't come from the road." A pause. "They come from behind." The cowboy's heart dropped. Slowly, he turned, and in that moment, he realized why the boy never ran. The cowboy turned slowly, expecting to see riders, men, dust, something. But the street behind him was empty, completely empty. No horses, no footsteps, nothing. His eyes narrowed. Then why were people running? Why were they afraid? He turned back to the boy. "Who's behind us?" he asked. The boy didn't answer right away. He just looked at him, still calm, still strange. Then he said quietly, "They don't ride in." A pause. "They're already here." The cowboy felt it again, that same uneasy feeling, like something was off, like something didn't add up. "What do you mean?" he asked. The boy tilted his head slightly, like he was listening to something no one else could hear. "They're hiding," he whispered. Silence. The cowboy scanned the buildings, the windows, the shadows between the alleyways. Everything looked normal, too normal. Then a door creaked open, slow, behind them. The cowboy spun around instantly, hand near his gun. A man stepped out, one of the townspeople, face pale, eyes wide. "You need to leave," the man said quickly. "Now." "Who are they?" the cowboy asked. The man hesitated, like he didn't want to say it, like saying it would make it real. "They don't take the loud ones," he said. The cowboy frowned. "What?" The man swallowed. "They take the quiet ones." A pause. "The ones who don't run." Silence hit hard. The cowboy slowly looked back at the boy, still standing there, still calm, still not moving. And suddenly, everything made sense. "Kid," he said carefully, "why didn't you run?" The boy smiled again, just a little, because now it was too late. The cowboy's eyes stayed locked on the boy. "Why didn't you run?" he asked again. This time, the boy answered, "They told me not to." Silence. The cowboy felt it instantly. That chill, slow, creeping. "Who told you?" he asked. The boy didn't look scared, didn't hesitate. "They did," he said simply. The cowboy glanced around. Nothing. No one. "Where?" he pressed. The boy slowly raised his hand and pointed, not down the street, not toward the hills, but toward one of the houses, a quiet one, shutters half closed, door slightly open. The cowboy frowned. "That house?" he asked. The boy nodded. They were inside, he said. The cowboy stepped forward slowly, every instinct telling him to be careful. The town had gone quiet now, too quiet, like it was holding its breath. Stay here, the cowboy said, but the boy shook his head. They don't like it when people get close, he whispered. The cowboy stopped. What happens if they do? The boy's expression didn't change. They take them faster. A pause. And quieter. The words hit heavy. The cowboy looked back at the house. Then at the boy. You saw them? He asked. The boy nodded. Last night. The cowboy's jaw tightened. What do they look like? For the first time, the boy hesitated. His smile faded just a little. They don't look wrong, he said softly. That's the problem. Silence. Then the door of the house creaked open. Just a little more. Darkness inside. Still, watching. And suddenly, the cowboy realized this wasn't about riders. This wasn't about land. This was something else. Something worse. The door moved again. Slow. Heavy. Like something inside was pushing it open, without hurry, without fear. The cowboy's hand dropped to his gun. Instinct. Stay behind me, he said. The boy didn't argue, but he didn't step back either. He just stood there, watching, waiting. The door creaked fully open. Darkness inside. Then a man stepped out. Normal. Completely normal. Dusty clothes. Calm face. No weapon. No threat. At least, that's what it looked like. The cowboy's eyes narrowed. You live here? He asked. The man nodded slowly. Yes. His voice was steady. Too steady. You shouldn't be here, he added. The cowboy didn't lower his guard. Why? He asked. The man smiled. Slightly. Cold. Because you're still asking questions. Silence. The air felt heavier now, like something unseen had filled it. The boy grabbed the cowboy's sleeve. That's one of them, he whispered. The cowboy didn't react, didn't show it, but he heard it, loud and clear. What do you want? The cowboy asked. The man took a step forward. Calm, measured. We don't want anything, he said. A pause. We just take. The cowboy's grip tightened. Take what? The man's eyes shifted. Past him. To the boy. The ones who don't resist, he said. Silence cracked. The cowboy moved instantly, stepping fully in front of the boy, blocking him. No, he said. Simple. Final. The man tilted his head, studying him. Then he smiled again. You can't stop it, he said. A pause. Not once it starts. And suddenly, more doors opened, around them, slowly, quietly, all at once. And the cowboy realized they were never just in one house. They were everywhere. Doors opened, one after another, all around them, slow, quiet, terrifying. Men stepped out, from every direction. Same calm faces. Same empty eyes. No rush. No anger. Just certainty. The cowboy turned in place. Counting. Watching. Too many. Way too many. The boy grabbed his coat tightly. They're here now, he whispered. The cowboy didn't answer. His hand tightened on his gun. But even he knew this wasn't a fight you win by shooting. The first man stepped closer. You should have left, he said calmly. The cowboy didn't move. I'm not leaving him, he replied. The man's eyes shifted again. Back to the boy. He was already chosen, he said. Silence. The cowboy's jaw clenched. What does that mean? He asked. The boy answered this time. Soft, almost calm again. They came to me last night, he said. The cowboy looked down at him. They didn't hurt me, the boy continued. They just talked. A pause. They told me not to run. The cowboy's chest tightened. Why you? He asked. The boy looked ahead, at the men. They said, He whispered, "I wasn't afraid." Silence hit hard, because it was true. Even now, he wasn't. "They take the ones who don't fight," the man said. "The quiet ones." The cowboy stepped forward slightly, blocking the boy again. "He's not going anywhere," he said, but the boy pulled gently on his coat. "It's okay," he whispered. The cowboy shook his head. "No." Firm, but the boy's voice stayed calm. "They already decided." A pause. "And they don't stop." The men stepped closer, surrounding them now. No escape, no space. The cowboy exhaled slowly, because now it wasn't about stopping them. It was about what he would do next. The circle tightened, slowly, step by step. No rush, no noise, just those same calm faces, closing in. The cowboy stood still, the boy beside him, not shaking, not crying, just waiting. The first man stepped forward again. "It's time," he said. The cowboy didn't move. "No," he replied. The man tilted his head. "You can't stop this." A pause. "You already know that." The cowboy exhaled slowly. He did know this wasn't a fight. This wasn't something you shoot your way out of. This was something else. Something worse. The boy tugged gently on his sleeve. "It's okay," he whispered. The cowboy looked down at him. "No," he said again, but softer this time. The boy shook his head. "They won't stop," he said, "and they won't take you." The cowboy frowned. "What do you mean?" The boy looked at the men, then back at him. "They only take one," he said. Silence. The cowboy's eyes narrowed. "And they already chose you," he added. The words hit hard. The cowboy's breath slowed. "So that's it?" he asked. The man nodded. "Step aside," he said. But the cowboy didn't move. Instead, he stepped forward, putting himself fully between them and the boy. "If you're taking one," he said quietly, "then take me." Silence. The men stopped. For the first time, uncertain, the boy's eyes widened. "No." The cowboy didn't look back. "He's just a kid," he said. A pause. "I'm not." The first man studied him, long, carefully. Then he smiled, different this time. "You finally understand," he said. A pause. And then he nodded. "Take him." Everything stopped. The air, the sound, the moment. The boy grabbed the cowboy's arm. "No," you said. The cowboy finally looked at him. "Just once. Sometimes," he said softly, "you don't run." A small smile. Then the men moved, fast, silent, and in the next second, he was gone, like he was never there. The street fell empty. Still, the boy stood alone, breathing fast now, looking around, searching. But there was nothing. No men, no cowboy, no sound, just silence. And then a voice behind him, soft, familiar. "Now you understand." The boy turned slowly. His face changed. That calm returned, because now it was his turn. Sometimes the ones who don't run aren't brave, they're chosen.